'Cause like a winter tonight, I thought I would always have light. The quick flash that you gave to me, so dark I could barely see.
From wherever you are around the world, welcome and thank you for joining us. This is the Circle of Insight Show, the show about everything in human behavior. I'm Dr. Carlos. Today we're taking a personal look with Natasha Sweatte. Natasha is a news anchor woman for One American News. So let's welcome Natasha to the Circle. Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for being here. This is great. I'm really excited. Before we get started and finding out more about your career, I want to learn a little bit more about you.
Okay.
So can you tell us, where are you from?
I'm born and raised in San Diego, America's finest city.
Bold words,
a little
all right.
biased on there, but as you know, San Diego is referred to as America's finest city, and I think with good reason. So.
San Diego's grown a lot too, hasn't it?
It has. It really has.
I went down there a couple months ago, and it's changed. I think from 10 years ago, completely different.
Absolutely.
The Gas Lamp District. We don't have Jack Murphy Stadium anymore, do you?
No, Qualcomm.
Qualcomm now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's really amazing. Before we get started, how you pursued your career as an anchor woman, you do a lot of exercising.
I do.
You ran track. So have you always
Track
exercised?
and cross country. It's my socially acceptable addiction, I always say. It's the best therapy in the world, and it just it brings everything into perspective. It really does. I just think exercise is so positive, and it's, helped me go on a positive path. And I think it's the best thing you can get kids into. It's just you channel all your energy. You learn great character in sports. So
that actually brings me to a point. We talked off camera a little bit because we're going to look to find out the secrets of your success. What motivated you? How do you handle challenges? Maybe before we get to that, you brought up an interesting story before the camera. It was about your coach.
Coach Barnett.
Yes.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, like I said, I joined cross country and track my freshman year. And, he's a very interesting character because it's kind of that tough love thing. He really cares about all the girls, but won't cut us any slack. If you don't feel well, hey, it could be a championship race. You have to do it anyways. You have to suck it up. And so, it kind of rolled into other areas of my life where, you might not want to do something, but it always pays off in the end to be persistent, to be hardworking, to try even when you don't really want to. I mean, it always pays off to do your best.
Did you take that with you as you're pursuing your anchorwoman career?
Oh, absolutely. And it makes you believe in yourself. I remember the first goal I had as a runner, breaking 6 minutes for the mile. That was, the
Broke
first
the
thing
6-minute mile
that everyone wants to do. You just have to break the 6. And then, you don't believe that you can do it. But then after you do it, you set other goals, and so you realize some things may not seem possible. And then after you do it, you realize that so much more is possible. Why did I ever doubt myself in the first place?
I like that. I like that a lot. So how did you get started? How did you pursue this anchorwoman? Is that something you always wanted to do as a teenager?
Yeah. My father is kind of a news junkie himself. And I remember when I was little, we would always, watch the news together. And I remember watching Kimberly Hunt. She's on Channel 10, the local station for San Diego. And I just always admired her. I mean, not only was she beautiful on the outside, but it's just the way she carried herself. She was always, volunteering and in the community. And I'm like, what a difference she gets to make in the world. What an amazing career. And, you get to educate people every day about things that are going on. Yeah, there was a tragedy, but what can we learn from it? It's not just reporting a car accident. It's like, so why did this happen? What can I learn so it doesn't happen to me? And a lot of people, I think, have that misconception about the media. They think it's all negative. No. There are many negative things that happen, but what can we take away from it? And I think
That's interesting.
For me, it made me a lot more careful of a driver, swimmer in the ocean. I've learned so many things covering these stories over the years. So
Swimming in the ocean?
Yeah, like rip currents and everything. It just being informed, I think, is so important, but so overlooked.
Do you watch news still?
Oh, yeah.
What do you watch?
I watch a little bit of everything because I like to see the different styles of everyone. I love Fox News. I love CNN. I catch a little bit of everything, local news. So.
Any favorites there?
I think Megyn Kelly is wonderful. I really like her style. She gets to the point. She's very good at what she does, very assertive.
She's a tough cookie.
She is. She really is.
Yeah, very nice girl. So what challenges? We'll look at some of the challenges you've had in your life. I know we mentioned one earlier. We were talking about moving away. I think it was in the beginning of your career.
It was.
And tell us a little bit about that. What was going on there?
Well, I was lucky in the sense when I first got out of college, I did get a job in Temecula at this small station, and I didn't have to move right away. So I still got to, do what I love and be close to my family and friends. But then I realized that there was only so much growth for me there at that station. And so I always wanted to go to Alaska. I know it sounds extreme. It's because I'm from San Diego and I didn't grow up with snow. And I just thought, what an amazing experience that would be. And so I reached out and moved, got the job even when there wasn't even a posting or anything. But
oh, you just went, no job, nothing?
No. I had the job before.
Oh, you had
but,
the job, okay.
I contacted them even when there wasn't a posting, and they ended up hiring me. But it was hard at first because I didn't know anybody there at all. And I was just there for the job. But a great experience. I met amazing people. I actually met my best friend there, she'll be my friend forever. Many lifelong friends I met through that experience. But
Interesting.
But in regards to hardships, I would say living in Texas, Alaska I think was a great experience, but Texas was a lot harder because the culture for me was very different. Just coming from San Diego, I'm very much into being outdoors. I don't like to go to bars or anything like that. And so it was a really hard transition, and I felt really homesick. But it was a great experience also for my career. I learned investigative reporting and got to do more anchoring and everything. So, there was a reason for it. And so, like you're saying, it all comes full circle. Now I'm getting to do what I love back at home just because I stuck with it like I did in cross country, with that 6-minute mile. I put in the training, put in the work, and you have to just keep putting one foot in front of the other.
It always reminds me of my daughter. She likes The Lion King and The Circle of Life song. Kind of reminds me of that.
Yeah.
Texas, how long were you there?
2 years.
That's quite a bit. And how long have you been over here in San Diego, back home?
About a year now.
Oh, just a year? Okay, I thought you were here a little longer.
Yeah.
Interesting. So what motivates Natasha? What keeps you driving forward to continue to move your career ahead?
Well, I would say what motivates me internally is God, and to be the best person that I can be. I think we're all blessed with different gifts, and it's how we use them to kind of not only be our best, but help each other along the way, kind of brings us together. But I don't know. I've always been a motivated person. I like to get stuff done, and I like to feel accomplished. It's a Capricorn thing. But
happy belated then.
Thank you.
Hi, welcome to Adelante. This is Adelante Recovery, and my name is Yvette Kuglin, and I'm part of the staff.
Adelante Recovery Center has helped people in dual diagnosis for 5 years. We accept most PPO insurances and provide luxury accommodations and 24-hour support. To speak with an admissions counselor, call 1-888-242-4450.
A lot of time we don't even know what's wrong with us, and sometimes we need to get away to figure that out. So if you want to go for a little retreat out in Corona Del Mar, which is a confidential location, we're here to help. So we're only a phone call away. Thank you.
So let's look deeper into the mind of Natasha here for a second. Something goes wrong. Something doesn't go the way you thought it was going to go. What does Natasha say to herself?
Can you give me an example?
You went to Texas. Mm-hmm. It's a great opportunity for you, but you got there, not digging this environment. Yeah. How did you change that? Because we talked a little bit before the show about it. Some people will look at a situation that's negative, and they'll just give up. Mm-hmm. Or they just ruminate over, oh, this is terrible, I can't stand being here. I can't see you doing that. I can see you in Texas saying, I'm here for a purpose, there's a reason for this, and whatever ends out of this is going to be good and positive. How did you work that?
Yeah, I don't believe in throwing in the towel, and I have great parents who are always very positive, and like I said, my coach, taught me that giving up really isn't an option, and there's a reason for everything. And I think if you believe that during those hard times, it just makes you push even harder. So when something goes wrong, like say there's a mistake in the show and we're live and you're on the desk and it's already stressful and everything, and getting mad about it isn't going to do anything. It's not going to change anything. So if you just collect yourself, stay calm, and then talk about it after the show, what went wrong and how we can make sure it doesn't happen again, that's how you learn. But I think just getting worked up is just wasted energy. It's negative energy. And I just think you will attract more negative energy if you just keep bottling it up inside. So you just gotta have to be calm, I think. Breathe. Breathing is really good.
Breathing. Yeah, it's helpful, isn't it? So how would you define the woman of today? How does Natasha see the woman of today?
The woman of today, I would say somebody who has balance, a woman who is true to herself, takes time for herself, cares about herself, is able to, follow her dreams, whether that's juggling a career and a family, or just focusing on her career, just focusing on her family. I think it's whatever your goals are, whatever makes you happy, what you feel like your purpose is, because I think it's different for everyone.
Well, that's true. So for the younger girls out there, you would say try to get clarity on your goals?
Yeah, to follow their heart. Don't listen just what, your mom and dad think you should do. Like, what is it that you want to do? Like, look inside your soul and think what your purpose is, what makes you happy. Because if you have a job that you hate, firsthand, we work so many hours in our lives, and you only get to take so many vacations, so you should enjoy what you do, in my opinion. You should.
What did you say, take a vacation? Never heard that word before. All right.
Well, you need to enjoy what you love, I think. Life's too short. So.
It really is. I have 2 little girls, and I know.
Aww.
It's too short. They're both short. So the advice you would give them is give them clarity on their goals. Do what they want to do. Try not to listen to what others say in regards or be influenced by what others say.
Because, for instance, when I wanted to go into broadcasting, everyone said, well, it's really competitive.
Yeah.
Well, everything in life is competitive. You want to be a professional athlete? It's competitive. Doesn't mean you can't do it. You only can't do it because you say you can't do it. I don't think there's any limitations. I really don't.
That's an excellent point. People say that all the time. I'm still looking for that one profession that's really easy to get into and make a lot of money out of it.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is. Everybody always says, everybody's trying to get into there. It's too hard to get in there. And so what does Natasha love to do on her time off when she's not working?
I love being outdoors, hiking, running, scuba diving, anything outside makes me happy. I love being one with nature.
Is that how you were raised in your family, or is everybody outdoorsy as well?
Yeah, my dad sailed a lot, and we went out with him to go sailing and everything. And I've always been into running. I don't know why. Neither of my parents really ran. My dad ran track in his earlier days, but
Oh, he ran track too?
He did. I didn't actually know that until after I was running track.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so he never forced it on me. It's just something that I really wanted to do. I guess it runs in the family. I don't know.
Yeah, genes, huh? Got to run somewhere. Question for you. No political ideology or agenda, just curiosity. Hillary's running. Mm-hmm. You know that now. How do you feel about that, a woman running?
Well, I think you shouldn't vote based on gender, race, or factors just because you think you like the person. I think you should vote on somebody who you think will make a difference, who really cares about our country, where it's going, and sincerely wants to make a difference. So, can a woman become president? Absolutely. Would I vote for somebody just because they're a woman? Absolutely not. Not a chance.
I like that. There was somebody I remember talking the other day, just kind of get your opinion on this. Somebody told me the other day, well, a woman can't be president. They're too emotional. What's your take on that?
Well, I think, physiologically, our biology, yes, we can be emotional, and I will not deny that.
You think it's an attribute, it's a plus?
But I think men can be emotional too. I really do.
Yeah, if you ask my wife, she'd agree.
So I just think, there are differences between men and women, but I can't see, a woman, wanting to declare war just because it's that time of the month. I don't see that happening, so I don't think that would be a problem, but it's I can understand why someone would take that into consideration.
I think we have similar passions from looking at some of your posts on social media. You're excited about the election season coming up as well. I love that time of the year.
It's so fun. It
really is,
so
isn't it?
entertaining always, And people have really great ideas, and you hope they're sincere, but it kind of evaluates how amazing our country is. No matter, what your political affiliation is. I mean, we are so lucky. And the fact that we have freedom of speech and, just to hear the things that we can hear on a daily basis, I'm so grateful to be an American.
Oh, absolutely. Especially when you see some of the things that are happening with poor people in different countries in the Middle East and whatnot, and you're like, wow. Those are lives. Some of these people in Indonesia or not Saudi Arabia, but Iraq and Afghanistan, and it's a life that has to go through so much.
Oh, yeah.
People dying around them, parents disappearing, getting killed, and that's unbelievable.
And the migrants from Africa, they're dying trying to get to Italy, and all they want is just basic education, basic life that we're blessed with here. We are so incredibly lucky. We really are.
I completely agree. It's really amazing. Natasha, thank you so much for being on The Circle.
Thank you.
This is wonderful.
It was
It's
a
so
pleasure.
great to learn more about you. Smart, talented, beautiful. There she is, Natasha Sweatte. Catch her at One American News.
One American News, yes, sir.
What channel is that in San Diego?
It depends who your cable provider is, but it's nationwide. You can go on our website, and it'll tell you, according to whatever state you live in, how you can watch us.
Perfect. Well, there you go. You got all the information you need. Thank you for joining us, too. Remember, our motto is simple. Wherever there's psychology involved, we're going to be there. See you next time.